Welcome to Auto Next. Today, we bring you face to face with a machine that rewrote the role of reconnaissance in warfare. A vehicle that didn't just carry armor and guns, it carried speed, agility, and a reputation for survival. What you are about to discover is not just a vehicle of war. This is a legend of the battlefield. This is the M8 Greyhound. When most people think of World War II, they imagine massive tanks like the Sherman or the Tiger, grinding across the battlefield with heavy armor and unstoppable firepower. But behind those tanks, ahead of the infantry, and often in places no one else dared to go, there was the M8 Greyhound, a sleek, fast, and deadly armored car. It was the eyes and ears of the army, the silent hunter, the scout that shaped the battlefield long before the first shot was fired. The M8 Greyhound entered service in 1943. At a time when armies needed mobility more than ever, this six-wheeled machine was designed to do what tanks could not. Where heavy armor struggled in speed and maneuverability, the Greyhound excelled. It was capable of reaching speeds up to 90 kilometers per hour, making it one of the fastest armored vehicles of its time. That speed gave it a deadly advantage. It could move in, strike fast, gather intelligence, and escape before the enemy could respond. Its design was elegant yet brutal. A welded steel body with sloping armor protected the crew from small arms fire and shrapnel. The 37mm M6 gun mounted in its turret was a formidable weapon against light armor, and its coaxial .30 caliber machine gun added additional firepower. Many were also equipped with a .50 caliber machine gun on top, giving it the power to shred infantry and even damage lightly armored vehicles. Soldiers quickly learned that this was no ordinary scout car, it was a predator. Inside, a crew of 4 worked in perfect harmony. The driver controlled the speed and maneuverability, the gunner focused on destroying targets, the loader kept the 37mm cannon alive with a steady feed of ammunition, and the commander coordinated every move. Together, they turned the Greyhound into more than just steel and wheels. They turned it into a living, breathing hunter on the battlefield. But what made the M8 truly unforgettable were its scars. Every dent in its armor, every scratch across its surface, every patch of rust was a reminder of its survival. These scars weren't flaws, they were medals of honor. They told the story of ambushes survived, desperate retreats, sudden victories, and soldiers who trusted their lives to this machine. The Greyhound became more than metal, it became a symbol of resilience. Its role was reconnaissance, but reconnaissance in war is never simple. To scout enemy positions meant driving straight into danger. The Greyhound crews had to rely on their speed, their training, and their nerves of steel. They would advance silently, observe enemy fortifications, call in artillery, and retreat under fire. Many times, they were the first to make contact with the enemy, and often the last to leave the battlefield. The Greyhound wasn't without limitations. Its armor was light, only capable of withstanding small arms and machine gun fire. Against heavy tanks, it was vulnerable. But it was never meant to duel with tigers or panthers. Its job was to find them, report their positions, and let the bigger guns take them out. In this role, the Greyhound was unmatched. By the end of World War II, over 8,000 M8 Greyhounds had been built. They served not only in the U.S. Army but were also supplied to allies under the Lend-Lease program. From Europe to the Pacific, from North Africa to the Western Front, the Greyhound's tires rolled across every type of terrain. Mud, snow, desert sand, nothing stopped it for long. And the story didn't end in 1945. After World War II, the M8 Greyhound continued its service across the globe. From the Korean War to conflicts in South America, Africa, and Asia, this armored car fought for decades. Many countries adopted it, upgraded it, and kept it in service well into the late 20th century. A machine designed in the 1940s had become timeless. Soldiers who drove it described it with respect. They remembered the speed, the smoothness of its ride, and the way it could slip through enemy lines like a shadow. They remembered the fear of being hunted by bigger tanks, but also the thrill of outmaneuvering them. They remembered how, despite its light armor, the Greyhound always brought them home. Today, the M8 Greyhound lives on in museums, military collections, and the memories of veterans. Restored vehicles stand proudly in exhibitions, their scars preserved as a testament to their history. When you stand before one, you don't just see steel and wheels. You see the spirit of the soldiers who rode inside. You see a machine that carried not just weapons, but hope. So when we talk about the M8 Greyhound, we are talking about more than an armored car. We are talking about a legend of mobility, a weapon of intelligence, and a machine of survival. It is a reminder that speed and information can be just as powerful as armor and guns. It is a symbol of resilience, adaptability, and courage. This is the M8 Greyhound. The eyes of the army. The ghost of the battlefield. Fast, fearless, and unforgettable.